It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
In the criminal justice system, sexually-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Story time on how I got married at 21 in 2016 and have not seen the boy since 2017, and yes, we are still married. In 2014, in October, I gave birth to my son. I was 19 years old. I gave birth to my son, and me and my son's father was together until January of 2016 when I was introduced to my now husband. He was the best friend of my ex-best friend's children's father. Me and her are no longer friends. Her and her children's father are no longer together, and I do not see my husband. But we are still married. So in 2016, she introduced me to him. We started clicking, talking like immediately, like this was my boyfriend. So I had to turn around and break up with the father of my son because I was still with him. So that was January of 2016. From January of 2016, we was inseparable. I felt like I loved this man. He was a provider. He had a stable job, which I was not used to because my child's father did not have a job. I took care, like I said, that's another story, but whatever. He was just providing things that I was not used to getting. So, I'll say he was also in the military. Okay, y'all know how the hell that get. So with him being in the military, he lived on base. He had lived in the barracks, and I lived at home with my son. I lived with my grandma. I always lived with my grandma. So I was at home at my grandma's house with my son. At this time, he's 1 year old. He decides the only way for him to move out the barracks is if he gets married or if he has 50% custody of a child. I cannot physically give him 50% custody of a child that's not his because my son has a dad. Just because he ain't the best don't mean he don't have one. So the only choice I had was to get married so that both of us could move in together and we could have more freedom. We decided to do that in June, but we didn't get married until July. And this is still 2016. So at this point, I have only known the boy for 6 months because he's not even from the same city or state that I grew up in. I lived in Georgia. He's from New Orleans. Okay, so in September of 2016, me and him broke up. It was a lot of problems going on. Like I said, I did not know Buddy for real. Like, me and him just kind of rushed into stuff. We're gonna call him Drew. Me and Drew just rushed into stuff, right? Like, he used to cry a lot. Like, he used to call his mom and be boo-hoo crying about stuff he found in my phone, or just, like stuff that's going on, which I did not appreciate because I wasn't telling my family any of our business. But I mean, like, that's his mama, so what can I say? Like, for my 21st birthday, we was together. In 2016, I turned 21. He took me out for my 21st birthday. It's 21. I'm finally legal to drink, so I'm fucked up, y'all. I am fucked up. By the time we get back to the barracks, because this is before we had got married and moved out, I'm telling you, I'm done for. I'm blacked out. I don't really know what's going on. I remember pulling up to the barracks because I was throwing up in the meantime, so I was kind of sobering up. But I do not remember, like, falling asleep. I don't remember any of that because I knew I was already, like, drunk as a fuck. I knew exactly when I laid down, I was going to pass out. So I wake up. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I wake up to crying. And I'm a mom, so I'm like, oh, okay, what the hell is going on, But my son is not there. It's this man on the side of me. He's boo crying on the phone with his mom, like, Mom, I do everything for this girl. She talking to other niggas. And it's like, I pay for everything and I do everything. Mind y'all, I had a job. Like, I had a job. This man was not paying for everything. But I do understand where he was coming from because he was sacrificing a lot, to date somebody who has a child and to take on the responsibilities of the father, even though, like I said, my son does have a dad. He just wasn't the best. Okay. But so I wake up, I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Buddy is boo-hooing, like, tears. I mean, Mama, I do everything. I'm like, what's going on? Who died? Like, at this point, I'm thinking someone died until I'm really hearing what he's saying out of his mouth. And then I'm like, what the hell? Like, You went through my phone while I was sleeping? He's like, oh, you told me to go through your phone. You told me to answer your text messages. I would never tell a nigga to go through my phone. Never in life. Never. Even if I'm not doing anything, it's none of your fucking business. My friends be telling me their business in my phone, and that's not for you. Like, I would never tell any nigga, anybody to go through my fucking phone. Never. But, you know, like, that's just one instance of him crying. Like, but, y'all, to be honest, I was cheating. I still was talking to my baby dad because I loved the father of my kid. He just was not a good provider. He wasn't a good nothing except for, like, actually nothing. He just was not a good nothing. But, you know, like, I done had a kid from this nigga. So I have to love him. I have to tell myself, like, hey, you got to, like, feel some type of way. You got to because you have a kid from him. So when I met somebody who was kind of more up to my standards, I immediately knew I needed to get out of that situation. But I did not allow myself to heal or to, you know, like, break off cleanly from the father of my son. So I was still, yes, dealing with the father of my child while I was dating this boy who was the man of my dreams at the time. I am a very rough talker. I'm an aggressive person, and he just, I guess, didn't like the way I used to talk to him. But he was always crying. It was always giving like, bitch. I always felt like I needed to be aggressive because if you the girl and I'm the girl, like, somebody's gonna have to give man in this shit. So that's how I felt, because he was always acting like a little girl. Like, boo, he didn't make the best decisions. He did not make good decisions. Like, mentally, common sense decisions did not come well to him. And then he would get mad and call his mom when I used to snap on him about certain things that I just felt like, as a grown man, you should understand. But that's neither here nor there. In September of 2016, we broke up because, like I said, I cheated on him with the father of my child. The father of my child recorded me cheating with him and emailed it to me because he was getting a new phone. He was going from iPhone to Android, and he said he could not take the videos with him. And so he emailed it to me so that he could have it still in his phone. At 4 o'clock in the morning on a good, like, Tuesday or something, my husband at the time wakes me up like, I know you fucking lying, with, like, the MacBook to my face. Like, hey, bitch, get up. Look what the fuck is in, like, look at what I'm looking at. So the first question I asked him was, who the fuck sent you that? How did you get that? Where are you seeing that? How did you get that? So he was like, that's not the fucking question. What is this? Like, and I could not say it was old, y'all, because my dumb ass went out and got a fucking spine tattoo with my damn husband. And the spine tattoo is in the damn video. So he like, you cannot tell me this is old because I was with you when you got this tattoo. This is a brand new fucking tattoo. So what the fuck is this? Like, if 2 + 2 is 4, what the fuck is this? So I was just, you know, I just instantly start crying. I don't know what else to do. I instantly started boohoo crying. I get up. I just start packing my shit. Because I just go back home. Like, I don't have no excuse. I don't have no rhyme. I don't have no reason. I do not have nothing to say. The only thing I can say is boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And I'm just about to start packing. So while I'm packing, Drew is like, let me see your phone. Let me go through your phone. Let me see your phone. And this is when they had the thumbprint or the fingerprint on the iPhone. So I'm like, my fingerprint doesn't work. Like, my home button not working. So I actually had to type in the password. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. He like, unlock the phone. Unlock the phone. Like, we wrestling in the closet over the phone because I'm not unlocking the phone. I'm laying down on top of the phone. Like, the phone on my stomach. I'm laying on my stomach. I'm like, I'm not unlocking this fucking phone. So we wrestling over the phone. Finally, you know, like, I just let him know, like, I'm not going to unlock my phone. I'm moving out, you know, like, I'm packing my stuff up so I can move out. But he was a little more upset that I was moving out more so than the cheating. So, I mean, fast forward, I move out, but we're dealing with each other. Like, I'm still spending the night over there, even though my name is on the lease of that apartment. I was still spending the night. I was still going over and seeing him. One day, he needed to borrow some money from me, which I didn't mind, you know, like a couple of dollars. He asked for a specific amount, and I agreed to that specific amount. When I went to go pay a bill with my card, I couldn't pay my bill because I didn't have enough money because he had went over what he asked me to use. I start snapping instantly because I don't mind anybody doing something. I could have did a payment plan on my bills or something. You don't know what I had to do with my money before you just went ahead and spent whatever you wanted to spend when you asked me for a specific amount. And I couldn't take the cash off or nothing because I was at work. So I just was like, here, you could come get my card. I was watching elderly people at the time. I was a patient care assistant. So it's not like I could have just left and went and got cash. So I'm like, yeah, you can come get my card. So the next morning after I snapped on him, I had to be to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. At 5 o'clock, I start calling. I called this man over 50 times. He did not answer the phone. He did not come and pick me up for work. I wound up having to be late for work or whatever because I rode the bus. I didn't have a car back then. Like, me and my son, I was putting my son on the bus and getting him where he needed to be and getting myself where I needed to be. So I got on the bus. I went to work. That was like our breaking point right there. That's when we really broke up. So that was in like fucking October because it was homecoming season then. That was in like October of 2016. Me and him start dealing with each other again in February of 2016 because my grandma had a birthday party. And my family invited this nigga to the damn party. And he showed up. So he showed up. We get to talking. We get to rekindling stuff. We start back talking. I bought a car. Okay, so I bought a car. His birthday was in March. I bought a car. I planned out this big trip. I bought him some shoes. I got him like gifts or whatever. You feel me? Like I got him a Louis V shirt. I got him some, like when Pharrell had them Adidas or whatever. Those human shit. Like y'all know what Adidas I'm talking about. And I got him some Jordans. I booked him and me in a hotel in Jacksonville, and I was gonna take him to Jacksonville, and we was gonna go to like Dave and Buster's. We was just gonna, have fun or whatever in Jacksonville. We on the way to Jacksonville in my car, the car that I just bought. This motherfucker don't even see that my gas light has been on for I don't know how long. My car starts slowing down. I'm like, damn, we done ran out of gas. Whole time this nigga has blown a whole fucking gasket. Like my whole engine just went out in my car 11 miles outside of Jacksonville. My insurance didn't cover the whole tow back to where I live, so I had to come out of pocket, and that was like it was like $500 for me to tow my car back home. That was all the money I had to like spend in Jacksonville for him and his birthday. So we wound up getting back in his car and driving back to Jacksonville, and he wound up having to spend money for his birthday, but he didn't want to let the hotel go to waste. After that, like, I am out with my cousin. I'm thinking we back cool. Like we good. We back together or whatever. I'm out with my cousin downtown. And my cousin was like, hey, isn't that Drew? And we see Drew walking down the damn street hand in hand with a girl. So I was like, yeah. So mind you, Drew sees me. I see him. I don't say anything. We looking each other in the eye. He keep walking. My cousin say, oh, fuck no. Hey, Drew. Hey, Drew. So that's when he turned around, started laughing, was like, hey, y'all, hey. The girl kind of looked uncomfortable, but... So, after that happened, he blocked me on all social media. He blocked my phone number. And then when I told him, like, bitch, you blocked me on everything, when I had to call off my cousin because you tried to lie to me and tell me that you didn't. He was like, oh, I don't know how all of that happened. You don't know how you blocked me on your phone. You don't know how you blocked me on your Snap. You don't know how you blocked me on Instagram. Like, you blocked me on everything. You don't know how you did that. So we stopped talking after that. Like, it was over. It was done with. He was like, the reason that he couldn't come back to me was because I demasculated him. I didn't treat him like a man. I didn't talk to him like a man. I treated him like a bank. And I had to take accountability for what I did. And I had to live in that, which I did. Fast forward till September of 2017. September of 2017 is my goddaughter's first birthday. He is considered the godfather off the strength that he was with me when I was made the godmother. So now he considers himself to be the godfather. I am 2 hours late to the party because I had to work with my best friend at the time. She was very understanding of that. I got off work. I went and picked up my son, which is also her godson, and I took him to the party. While I'm at the party, Drew is holding my goddaughter the whole time. He will not give me the baby. He won't let me see the baby. He won't let me talk to the baby. So I had her mama go get her from him and give her to me. After all of this the ordeal happens with the baby, he's like, I need to talk to you. And he pulled me to the side. So I'm like, what's up? He's like, oh, you're a liar. You're a liar. All you do is lie. I'm just like, what did I lie about? You feel me? Like, what am I lying about? Oh, you told me this and you told me that. And I'm just like, sir, you talking about niggas? And me and you don't even talk to each other no more. It's been months since me and you talk. So what the fuck is the problem? Like, what is your issue? So I'm like, if you make a long story short, my goddaughter party was at Chuck E. Cheese, and the hoe tried to fight me. He literally tried to square up with me at Chuck E. Cheese because I did not want to continue the conversation about me being a liar over some shit that I had no idea I was lying about. Like, I had no idea what he was talking about, but he tried to fight me. Full on fist fight because I cheated on him. He was hurt that I cheated on him. You hurt. So now you're trying to fight me in Chuck E. Cheese. This is September of 2017. It is now fucking June of 2025, and I have not seen him since that day. I have not seen him. Just recently, like last year, we started speaking to each other cordially, but we're not cool. We're not friends. We don't speak. We don't do anything, y'all. I do not have any benefits, and the reason being is because I am originally from New York City. My grandmother, who I've always lived with, she lost my original birth certificate that had the seal on it, and the army did not want to take the copy of my birth certificate that I had, and my passport had expired at the time. So I could not get any benefits because I could not register, like get a military ID, because I could not prove that I was a citizen. So I don't get any benefits from him. I don't have any money from him. He claims he's no longer in the military, but y'all, I know exactly where he is. He isn't like ghost. He hasn't just not spoken to me or whatever. I physically have not seen this man since 2017. And he refuses to divorce me. I feel like if you make all this money from the military, or you was making that money, you could have been paid for a divorce. You just do not want to divorce me. He stopped my OnlyFans page. He pays for new pictures. He pays for videos. He pays for stuff now. And that's it. Let's get some stuff together. Point number 1. I was not pregnant when I started dating my husband. I gave birth in 2014. I did not meet my husband until January 2016. Point number 2. I did not talk to any person that any of my friends have ever spoken to in life. My best friend, the father of her child, and my husband at the time were best friends. How do I know they're no longer best friends? They stopped being friends while me and the boy was still together. That's how I know. Why are me and the girl not friends? That's a whole nother story, okay? It is what it is. We're just no longer friends, and they're no longer friends. The father of her kids may still communicate with him, but from what I have heard from my husband's mouth, no, they do not communicate, okay? Number 3, my husband did not disappear. He got deployed in 2017. He got deployed at the end of 2017 after he tried to fight me at the Chuck E. Cheese. I have not seen him since he deployed. He has not come back to Georgia since then, and if he has not allowed me to know or to see him. I did not have his phone number until 2022. After he deployed, I'm guessing he changed his number or whatever. Me and him blocked each other on all type of social media and on the phone, okay? In 2022, he found me on social media again, and he decided that he would contact me some fake stuff, like he just contacted me. Since 2022, I have been in communication with him at least once a year. This year, I have spoken to him at least 3 times, including yesterday when he called about the post, okay? Yes, I have even called the court in his state because he told me multiple times that he has started divorce proceedings, and I'm the one that's holding him up. So I called the courthouse in his state. Yes, divorce proceedings were started. Yes, I did have a court date, and I was unaware of it. He did not tell me that we had a court date for the divorce, nor did he show up to court. So yes, we are still married. He could have divorced me last year or 2023. That's when I think that happened. Not last year. 2023 is when that court thing happened. And I called last year, and they said that it had to be restarted because neither one of us showed up to court. Why he did not show up to court, I do not know. I never asked, and I do not give a fuck. I just know that he did not go, and I did not know about it. He has not restarted divorce proceedings since then. Okay? He does not talk about divorce when he calls me. He talks about sex. He talks about fucking, and I give him a price, and that's that. But I have not seen him since 2017. So I couldn't even sell him pussy if he wanted to buy none. You feel me? Like, this is just conversations that we have. But I physically have not seen him since 2017, and I can probably count on one hand how many times I have spoken to him since 2022. And that's it. One other thing, me and him did get back together after I cheated on him. I cheated on him in, I think, like July of 2016. We broke up in September of 2016, and then I got back with him in like February of 2017, when my people invited him to my grandma's birthday party. That's when me and him got back together. His birthday is not till the end of March. So me and him were together then, because I was taking him out of town for his birthday. I bought him gifts and I was taking him out of town. My car had broke down. So he didn't just up and disappear because of my infidelity. I did go down to the base with him to get benefits with him. That's how he got BAH. That's how they know he was married. He had to go and put me down on his paperwork. I just do not get any personal benefits for me or my child because I was born in New York City. I was not born in Georgia. My grandma lost my original birth certificate, and I only had copies, and the Army did not want to take a copy. I had to have one with a seal at the bottom, original document, and I didn't have one or a current passport at the time. And we were broken up. We were broken up when he went to add me to his benefits. So honestly, I did not give a fuck because I thought in my head that he would divorce me. That we would get a divorce because he was dating someone else and I was dating someone else. So I just figured there's no reason for me to keep fighting for benefits when a nigga finna be deployed, for one, and for two, we're not together. He about to divorce me. So that's why I did not fight for benefits, and I have not fought for benefits. I also have not fought for benefits because dude is no longer in the Army. And to be honest, I don't want to do all of that with him. I really just want a divorce. That's it. That's all. I don't want any money. I don't want anything. If that comes to me, thank you, Lord, because I know I cheated on him. I know I'm the one who fucked up the relationship. I know that I'm really the problem, or I was the problem back then. So I never fought him for the money shit. I just want the divorce, and that's it.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Wilson, Dizzy Keys Lit. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Hit the links down below. We got HiveMindLabs.com where you can unbig that back, okay? Yep, you can lose weight and feel great, but you know you gotta eat healthier and exercise, okay? Just don't come at a cost, okay? Hit the links down below. Use the discount code everydaypj at checkout. Let's get into the video, man. Now, you know, when I first saw this, I was like, it's got to be some bull crap to this story, because she got married in 2016, haven't seen her husband since 2017. Turns out she was cheating with her baby daddy. Now, ma'am, you know, it's funny how she just let that roll off the tongue, that she cheated with her baby daddy and it was just okay and everything. But why get married and go cheat with your baby mama or your baby daddy? Why get married? You know what? Why not just be with your baby daddy? You know, like, it's one thing for you to be just dating. It's a whole other thing when you get married and you cheat. You married and you cheat. This goes for men too. You go and marry a woman and you go cheat with a woman you don't like, or you don't want to be with, or did you dirty. That's crazy. I just can't believe that. So it's shocking to hear that, you know, someone would. I don't even know if she's taking accountability. And honestly, I understand why he left. I understand fully why he left. I understand fully why he was doing. I don't understand why he's still married to you, but I do understand why he don't want to talk to you, why he don't want to see you. Because you lightweight crazy and toxic. And the fact that he wanted to fist fight you is even worse. Like, how you with a man that ready to, what did you do to a man to make him want to fist fight you? Like, you crazy for real. You crazy for real, but I mean, obviously you don't think that there's something wrong with that. It's like she's telling this story as if everything she did is okay, or if everything that he did is okay, or if this story is even okay. This story is not okay. I'm actually nervous about everything that's happened in this story and what's gonna happen in the future. She's selling coochie to her husband, girl. Everything about this story is just wild. It just got wilder and wilder. Anyway, I'm gonna pray for her because she needs some help. I don't really have a story time for this myself, and I really don't have much advice for her but to get a divorce. Go ahead and file a non-contested divorce yourself. If he don't show up, then, or if he don't sign it, you at least, you know, you can, after so long you can get the divorce. I think you gotta like post it in the newspaper for so long, and then you can get the divorce. You know, you could put an ad out. Have you seen this person? He need to give me a divorce. I think it's something of that nature where you can do that and you can end up getting a divorce without that other person being there. And the fact that he even tried to go through a divorce and didn't show up, that's weird. Honestly, it's weird. Honestly, it's weird that you wouldn't tell. And then you on social media now saying, I want a divorce, just give me the paper. And y'all still can't get it? I don't get it. I know it's some family members out there that can get y'all together and just be like, look, man, 250, pay 250, get an uncontested divorce and move on, sister. It seems like you haven't been getting no benefits. You ain't gonna get no benefits. You don't want no benefits. But the fact that you don't have a birth certificate is diabolical as a grown woman. But who am I to judge? Anyway, everyday people, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as quick as 1 week.